Hi everybody. So because Halloween's coming up and it's my most favorite time of the holiday, I wanted to bring back a series I did back in previous times called Joey's Scary Stories. Now it's not exactly like Joey's stories where it's comedy and funny. This is actually the scary version of it. And just like the other ones, these are also true. They're not going to be like everybody else on YouTube with their freaking Ouija board stories and all this fake crap, or their icon pictures look exactly like, and they're over-exaggerating in every single icon photo. I don't know, none of that crap. My shit's real. So, and because I'm Mexican, you know we got some scary crap going on. If you want to check out my previous videos on the Joey Scary Story series, they're linked right here. You can also check it out at the link below. So you can, more than happy to check those out for this video, but let's get down to it. Around the early 1980s, and this is before I was actually born, we had an aunt in Mexico, bless her soul, died very young, and it broke our family's heart. The sad thing is, she was in Mexico and we were in the US. And I don't know if it's like this with every Mexican tradition, but it is with us. Usually when somebody dies in Mexico, their funeral happens right away. Like the next day or the day of or something. That's what happened. We're quick on ours. And because of how fast the arrangements were, we didn't have time to like request off work, get a plane ticket, make arrangements to go over there and take, there was no time. So we had to just make our differences and be like, I'm sorry for your loss, and it sucks we can't be there. My uncle, which is his great aunt, was extremely devastated because this aunt of his was so loving and kind and he cared for her so much. So it devastated him when she died. And it hurt him even more to know that he could not even go there to her funeral. Fast forward a couple years, and around this time he started having very severe side pains, and he was rushed to the doctor because it was so bad he couldn't even stand up. Doctors found out that his appendix was about to erupt, and before they even had a chance to really get him into the operation table, it erupted, and he pretty much passed out from the pain. So they had to move fast because time was running out. On the operation table, my uncle started to feel pass back and forth between the spirit world and the physical world. Until all of a sudden he saw a light completely covered everything in his whole entire sight. He saw clouds, he felt at peace, he felt happy. Into the distance he saw a woman slowly floating towards him. And as it got closer, he noticed who it was. It was his aunt. He could not believe it. He saw how beautiful she was and how happy she was. She was wearing a wedding dress, a beautiful gown, completely and magically overflowing her body. She reached out her hand, with not saying a word, but my uncle just knew what to do. Everything felt so natural. As he was slowly reaching her hand, she quickly backed off, and she said, "Wait. It is not your time yet." He didn't understand, but she started to slowly fade back, and then she disappeared. And soon after, he woke up in his room, recovering, and he was fine. He couldn't get that image out of his head though. It felt so peaceful, and he was so happy. When he fully recovered, he called one of his cousins, who was the mother of the aunt that passed away, to tell him the most beautiful dream he had of his mom. "Hey, Jose, you're not going to believe the amazing dream I had about your mom. She was in heaven. I saw her. She was floating into the clouds. She was so happy. She had a wedding dress on. And wait, what did she have on? She had a wedding dress." "Oh, and did you come to the funeral?" No, I didn't. We didn't have any time. We were in the US during when it happened." "Oh, okay." "What? What's the matter? Everything okay?" "Well, when she died, in her will, she requested to be buried in her wedding dress." So, we still don't know how he knew that information because, like I said, we didn't go there. None of us did. Yeah, so to this day, it still baffles everybody how he knew that information. No one from our family in the US was able to fly over there. Like I said, the arrangement was so fast, we couldn't even plan to go there. And this is not like back in the day where you could record on Facebook Live or go on YouTube Live and put a video and someone could see the funeral from a different country because they can't make it. It's not like that. Back then in the 80s, we didn't have any of that. So I was like, how did he know? But anyway, yeah, it's still insane how that happened. And I honestly believe, you can believe what you want, but I really, really think that he was about to die, but he was given another chance to live. And yeah, so anyone who's ever had any near-death experience, comment on this video below because I like to hear it because I know they're not the only ones here. I myself have had some crazy experiences, and like I've said, my family is full of spiritual, magical, paranormal things in our lives. And just so you know, I still have many more supernatural, scary stories coming up that are all true that happened to me. I never really shared any of these before because I figured they were too weird and spooky, but it's a beautiful kind of way to share these stories, and I get to show my art in an awesome new way to do it as well, so I figured that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, anyways, hope you like that story. Comment this video below, please, and don't forget to subscribe and comment because it also helps out my channel. And don't forget to check out my Patreon down here. I have different arts and different rewards you guys can all check out. I love to have you part of the family. That'd be awesome. So thank you for support. It really means a lot for people to support this channel after all these crazy years and all my crazy experiences. Until next time, more scary stories to come. Bye.